Behind me is my local Premier League club, Brighton. And even here, the cheapest Premier League tickets aren't actually cheap anymore. And this is a 60,000-seater stadium in London with a club battling against relegation, and it's exactly the same story. So I had a thought. What if I just didn't watch football in England? And yeah, I know the Prem's the best league in the world, but no harm in trying something different, right? So that's exactly what I did. I gathered my mates together, booked the cheapest ferry I could, and found a game in France, and kept everything as low cost as possible. All with one goal, to see if we could make the entire trip cost less than a single Premier League ticket.
Hour 25. Now let go of everything I ever heard, 'cause I couldn't give the love you deserve. By the gunner you shouted, oh my God.
Made it to a cold, foggy Dover. We're on the 9:55 ferries. We've had to get here just over an hour early, so we've got a bit of time to kill. From here, it's about an hour and a half ferry, and then an hour's drive down to Lille, where we're off to watch Lille versus FC Lorient. Now, Lille aren't just some random team either. They actually won the league not too long ago, beating PSG of all people to the title. And Ligue 1 in general is one of the top 5 leagues in Europe, filled with some young talent, some big teams, and all-round good football. So it wasn't just about doing it cheap. This was still going to be a proper top flight game. Yeah, right. Like any away day, it didn't take my mates long to get the first drink in, and I decided we needed a mascot for the trip. So we sat down with a bite to eat. I've got Pierre, our new little mascot for the day. Or do we call him Olivier? Olivier or Pierre?
Ethan.
After 90 minutes, we had arrived in France, and it was straight off to one of my favourite spots in Calais for a quick stock up on some discount booze. And whilst I was the designated driver, that didn't stop the boys pretending to know anything about wine tasting to get a few free glasses. So we've just been to Calais Wine Superstore. I've stocked up, the boys have stocked up, we're ready to rock and roll, and we're now about an hour and 20 minutes away from Lille, where hopefully we can head into the centre quick before the game, grab some food, see what's about. Before we get to the game, it's also good to know there are a few other options out there for this sort of trip, not just Lille. In France, Racing Club Lens, who are currently second in this year's Ligue 1, is also only about an hour or so away from Calais, along with Dunkirk in the French Second League, a great option too. And last year we even did this same trip, but instead went to Belgium to watch Ghent, or slightly closer you've got Club Bruges as well. So we've parked up for a total of €4 now, and now we're headed a 15-minute walk to the stadium. This was official parking, so €4, I think pretty cheap for the... Got something to say?
No.
Ryan, I want score prediction.
3-1.
Aaron.
2-1. 1-0.
I'm going for 3-0 up the Lille. That sounds dodgy. And this was it. Lille's home ground, the Decathlon Arena. A proper stadium with over 50,000 seats, and we were hoping for a good atmosphere on game day. There were plenty of spots for food and drinks outside the ground, and we took a quick look in the club shop, then made our way into the stadium to grab some scran and find our seats and get my first look inside. To be fair, it's a pretty sick arena. Smile, people. 23 minutes in and the square root of all has happened so far, apart from one guy getting chopped in the face. There were definitely a few empty seats and only a few away supporters, but it is a long journey from Lorient to Lille. The sort of ultras section, however, were in full force going for it. That sums it up. Sunset by the crane has been the most interesting thing that's happened in this game so far. It's half time and it's been pretty boring, but I won't hold that against the football club. I'll hold that against the French. No, not the French, Ryan. I've sat through my fair share of crap games in England too. Sometimes it's just luck of the draw, but we still had the entire second half to go. I cannot believe what I've just seen. 94th minute. Absolute rocket of a goal from Lorient. Absolutely abusing the fans in the corner. And now the ref is fuming with him. I've got no idea what I've just witnessed. Like, seriously, go and check out the highlights for this game and look at that goal. It was an absolute peach, to be fair. The game did in fact end 1-apiece, and we hopped back in the car for the journey back to Calais to catch our ferry through some very heavy fog, to say the least. And after a long day, it's safe to say there was some head loss in the group.
Calais, mega chippy.
Ready?
Come on.
So we've officially made it back to Calais and now just waiting about an hour and a half until our ferry. So we should get back in at 11:30ish, midnighty, and then I've got to drive everyone home. But it's been a good day out. The game was a bit naff until the end, but do you know what? As far as days out go, and considering the price of it, it was good fun. So let's break down exactly how much the entire day cost. Now, technically you can get Premier League tickets for about 30 quid, but these are very specific games. They often sell out very quickly. And in reality, most people are probably paying between 50 and 60 quid for a ticket, or if we're being conservative, maybe about £45. So that's roughly the number I'm setting out to be. Let's start with the ferry. Both DFDS and P&O offer a £45 day return service. And of course, that was split between the four of us. So straight away, we're off with a really good price of £11.25 each. Then, of course, the actual reason we went was the football game. Tickets for this match, Lille versus Lorient, cost €15 a head, which compared to English prices for top flight football is just mad. Parking at the stadium was pretty non-existent. Pre-booked, it was €4 for the entire time we were there for the match. Then there's the fuel. We drove around 110 miles from where I live to Dover, then about 120 miles from Calais to Lille, and then obviously the exact same on the way back. So in total, we're looking at around 460 miles for the round trip. For this type of journey, my car averages around 60 miles to the gallon, and with diesel currently sitting at around 1.59 a litre, means the entire journey came to roughly £55.75 before it split four ways. So when you add everything up, the ferry, match ticket, parking, and of course fuel, the entire day came to around £37 a person, which of course is much less than most people are paying for the Premier League. But it's not just about that. Instead of spending 60 quid on just one game, I got an entire day out with my mates in a different country, something completely different to what we normally do, and all round just had a really good time. So as far as a day out goes, that one's going to be pretty tough to do.